Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Halo, the TV series from Paramount Plus, based on the video game. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Thank you for checking out my books. Links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, available at Amazon. I'm doing a little bit of a revamp on book one. It's not going as well as I thought. I accidentally edited an earlier draft and uploaded that to the ebook, and now I have to do it again. It doesn't change the story. It just changes a few lines, and I'm an idiot. Anyhow, Halo is a video game. Is it a TV show? Well, looks like kind of a woke TV show, I'm sad to say. Paramount has been pretty woke. They've certainly been woke with Star Trek. I mean, that's woker than woke. Let's see if I can find this. Oh, okay. This is one of the reasons I think it's woke. Pink hair. This is one of the Spartans, and she starts with pink hair. Look, no one wants this. No one wants this. It doesn't make any sense in the future unless you can explain it. Unless that was... I don't remember this in the video game. I don't remember seeing too many faces in the video game. Sure, it was an option to create your character or whatever. You could give her pink hair if you wanted to. But it's just stupid. I mean, Hollywood has decided... it's a shame. I mean, the effects look cool. The aliens look spot on. The weapons are there. Master Chief. The story pretty much follows the video game, from what I remember. I don't remember at all. But first off, it's a video game, okay? And they've got the girl that follows around Master Chief or whatever, the fake girl. Even the villain looks woke. Even the villain looks woke. But it looks cool. I mean, it does look cool. She walks around and people get killed and Master Chief helps, But it looks... It's got the hint of wokeness to it. It's got the stink of it. Okay? You got people with the haircut. The girl haircut. I don't know how to describe it any other way. But a few years ago, the audience demo for most of these shows, especially a genre sci-fi series like Halo would be 18 to 35-year-old males. Now, with a video game, that absolutely 100% makes sense, because who plays video games? Men and boys. Men play video games. Women, do some of them play video games? Yes. It's mostly men. It's mostly men by a wide margin. Why must you insist women play video games? Have you met women? Ask a woman. Ask some of the women you got at Paramount Plus. Hey, you play video games? No. That's what they'll say. I bet they go shoe shopping every other week, though. I bet they do that. I bet they like brunch. I bet they like mimosas and doing girly things because they're women. This is a guy thing. How many times do I have to explain it? So, if you're going to make the show and make it woke and try to jam a bunch of female characters in there just for diversity, it's not going to work. It's going to annoy the audience, which is mostly men. Okay? It's mostly men. It should be full of action, and the only women in this show should be hot women, not girls with butch haircuts and pink hair lecturing everybody about misogyny. Now, I didn't see a lecture about misogyny, so maybe that's not in here. Maybe I'm overreacting. But I've seen plenty of the other Paramount shows. I mean, Star Trek is done. It is done. I mean, Discovery couldn't be more woke. You couldn't force more wokeness into Discovery if you tried at this point. Picard, ruined. The show is just ruined. The character's ruined. Every clip I've seen of it, and I don't watch the show. I'll admit that right up front. Wouldn't waste my time. Wouldn't spend a dime on Paramount Plus because of that. The only reason I would watch Paramount Plus is to watch South Park. And that's part of the problem with the streaming stuff. If you put this on TV, regular TV, you would know instantly who the audience was. You would know instantly if it was a hit. These streaming services, they can't do that. They throw these shows on and they go, oh, we didn't get a bunch of subscribers. I guess they know how many people watched it, but there's got to be a way to game that system. It all goes through the internet. What you need to do, again, put this on regular TV or turn your streaming platform into a regular TV option. Offer episodes for free with commercials. That's all. And then whoever pays for the service gets no commercials. Commercial free. People pay for that. The people who really want your service will pay for that. The people who are kind of on the fence like me, like I would watch the show to check it out. But I'm not going to pay for it. I don't want to pay. Screw that. I'm not paying for the show. It looks bad in the trailer. I mean, some of it looks good. The effects look good. The action looks okay. But that's just this first trailer. When you're putting pink-haired women and women with butch haircuts, I am suspicious. I am super suspicious. Okay? And all this woke crap, it's all been done before. Back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Look, they throw in a female character just to balance it out. Oh, throw in a black character to give him a friend. They do it all the time. And no one cared. No one cared. No one complained. Once in a while, they do something for a different audience. Maybe they make a black character. Maybe they have a female protagonist. Whatever. It was based on what the market wanted, what the viewers wanted, and that would reflect the audience. Okay? It reflected the audience. Everybody loved Blade. What's the name? What's his face from Blade? Wesley Snipes. They loved it. He's a black guy. He was a protagonist. He was awesome in it. Everybody loved it. Hit movie. Were there a million hit movies? Were the majority of the guys black? No. Hollywood, because the majority of the country isn't black. So a percentage of it, you had a percentage. And he was cast because of his career, because of his skill, because of his charisma, everything. Now you got this situation where you're just jamming things in. You're just jamming people in based on nothing. You're not basing them on their skill. And on top of the fact, this is a show based on a video game. Who cares? Okay? Plus, we know most of the show. This was a cool scene, by the way. Some alien, like, eating guys, and she controls them. She's the baddie. Again, though, the pink hair. Why? Why are you doing this? Was this in the game? I don't know. Maybe it was. That was woke too, then. Because we all know what the pink hairs do. So just stop it. Just make it realistic. There was a Space Marine show back in the 90s or 2000s, I forget. They threw some women in. It was like, Alien Space Marines, only I don't think there were any aliens in that show. It was a decent show. People liked it. But it was like the military is. And yes, you can say in the future, oh, there'll be more women, it'll be more balanced. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, because they'll have power armor, and maybe then they'll all be equal to the power armor. But if you don't show realism, like if a woman's power armor fails and she can't move, but like the guys kind of can a little, that would be realistic, right? Because maybe some of those guys are brutes underneath that armor and they can move. Or maybe it only accentuates your natural strength and the men are still stronger. So what? So what? Live with it. You're not physically as strong as men. So what? Do we gotta see in every freaking movie and TV show and video game, we gotta hear you cry about it? Oh, we're not equal to men and it's unfair. Well, who are you convincing with this whining? I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Now, will I watch this show? No, for a lot of reasons. I would watch maybe the first episode just to review it. I already kind of know the story. I played the video game. The video game's cool. I mean, you're going to have to wedge a story into the video game, which is the problem, which is always the problem with these video game movies and TV shows. They're not meant to be TV shows. The best thing you could do, the best thing, would be to throw out most of it and start over, but then you piss off the video game fans who really want the video game. You know, it just doesn't work. 99 times, I can't even think of it. Is there a video game movie that worked, or a TV show? I can't think of one. I can't think of one. Okay, and this is story based. Don't get me wrong; it's very story based, but it loses something, you know, mostly because you got TV people in charge, and they're not the video game guys. They're just not. They're trying to appeal to video games. It's just like, this has been going on for literally decades. You got middle-aged guys who sit around, mostly guys, some women now, sitting around going, what are the kids like? Oh, they like video games. Oh, let's option Halo and make a TV show. They'll love it. Yeah, but you don't have the sensibilities to make that work. Okay? Now, like, I could do some I could kind of get there because I played the video game and I'm in that world. But these studio guys, they're not in that world. They're never in this world. So you got that going against you, and I suspect it's woke. Mainly because it's Paramount, and because I'm seeing people with pink hair who don't belong there, and it's just, I want to like this show. Again, it's the same problem I had with Vox Machina. I want to like the show, that the trailer's cheesing me off. And that's it for me, Tony D. Sorry for the rant. I guess that's what this is, right? So I finally delivered on a rant. Some of you say, you don't rant enough. Well, there's your rant. How do you like that rant? And we'll see you in the next one.